the break that we've had for the World Cup maybe has been a help, because those players that have been injured and key players, and you know, he could be referring to Reece James and Ben Chilwell, for example, that it's given them time now to catch up and get themselves ready for the restart of this season. So there's been a bit of a benefit in a way to this break, as much as some of us might be thinking, oh, we miss our domestic action. Yeah, we
definitely miss our domestic action, but as you're exactly right, there's certain teams who've had really key injuries, and they've had 4 or 5 weeks to recover. So they'll be hopefully getting fit again and back in the side. And as I said before, it's going to be really hard to tell how certain teams will suffer from the World Cup or benefit from the World Cup. That's what we're all waiting for, really, when it starts up on Boxing Day. Because, as you mentioned there, Chelsea have had some key injuries, like certainly the wide areas anyway, Chilwell and Reece James, and whether they are fit again to get back into the side and produce what they need to get them to push up that table, we'll have to wait and see. And Graham Potter, there's pictures of obviously the Chelsea lads in the paper today, look like they're very happy and all ready to go with their Christmas hats on, and that's what they usually do. They have a Christmas lunch at the training ground usually. That's when you used to have to sing carols in the youth team back in the day. Natalie, that was hard work.
As a group or on your own?
It was on your own sometimes. No. On your own, because what you used to do, because just quickly, was you clean the boots. Yeah. Back in my era, and then you got, say, 3 players, and they give you a Christmas tip.
Yes.
And you had to sing first in front of all the team, all the first team.
Basically, George Graham, to earn your money.
And whatever, and now you had buckets of water. If they didn't like the song, whoosh, you get soaked. I sang Little Donkey and Tony Adams chased me around the training ground. And he said Little Donkey, he looked at Tony, because at that time he was called Donkey. Oh, no. And he chased me around I got absolutely soaked. Ice water on your head. Oh, it's freezing cold. But that was all part of the fun.
Would you still earn your money, though? Even if you didn't sing well, would you still earn that money?
Of course they did,
right, just checking.
They always give you... Because when you clean boots, you always wanted one of the big players, because they give you more money.
Of course.
You don't want a reserve player, because they're on less money, and you think, I've only got a tenner. That's it.
You don't want a newcomer into the side.
They give you 50, the top stars, and they give you a tenner.
Oh, gosh. Just lastly on Chelsea then, like we were mentioning there, it's a chance for some players to get themselves back fit. It's also a chance for players to have rested. I know Antonio Conte, for example, talked about towards the end of the first part of the season saying some of his players were tired. With Chelsea, though, still unsure of Graham Potter's Chelsea. It's been a bit indifferent.
You've got to give him a chance, haven't you?
Absolutely. So again, a chance for him to work on his squad during this break. But can Chelsea make the top 4? They've
got every chance. Again, if they can get everybody fit, look at the squad of players they've got, it's very good. And it's just about form now. Can they hit the ground running and start well when we start up on Boxing Day? And get the momentum going. I think every club's got a chance at top 4. It's just who is not being affected by the World Cup as much as others. And it's going to be interesting to see whether Spurs have, or whether Chelsea, Manchester United, or we saw them the other night, Rashford scoring that goal in the Carabao Cup. He looked sharp again. Can he carry on that form for Manchester United, which they've been lacking? He hasn't played that well. So there's so many ifs and buts about this Premier League starting again. And it's going to be really intriguing to see who plays well, who can suddenly got players back into their side who they've missed. That's why it's going to be great at the end of the season. Yeah, Chelsea, really interesting.
Chelsea-Bournemouth, December 27th, live on the talkSPORT network.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app, and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.